Welcome everyone to another Lions Pride Friday sponsored by Vox. I've got big Willem Alberts here with me today. Willem, welcome and thank you for taking the time to chat to me today.
No, thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Willem, so one of the questions is that I just wanted to ask you, obviously taking consideration COVID happened, you guys are now back in the field. Was there any records that you achieved, not by eating obviously as much as some people, but was there any records that you achieved coming back to the team, to the training sessions? Was there anything that you felt that you actually achieved better within the COVID period than actually before then?
I think definitely all my watt bike performances got a lot better because one of the only pieces of equipment I had during lockdown was a watt bike. Okay. So I definitely think I broke all my watt bike records when I returned to Emirates Airline Park.
And tell me, obviously being isolated at home, or not really isolated, you guys managed to train, and obviously with all the protocols that was implemented and you guys getting some equipment, like you say, your watt bike, being at home, what was the one thing that you really missed the most before COVID started? What was the thing that you missed the most?
I think rugby being a team sport, it was really tough training alone, not being amongst all your friends while training and while going through tough times. Luckily, we spent a lot of time with the family. That was a plus for us. But I mean, rugby is a team sport, and it's the most enjoyable when you're around your teammates.
Definitely. Well, with that being said, now that you are back with the Lions family, right? I'm sure you guys missed the contact quite a bit, especially, you know, everyone that knows how you play rugby surely understands that. I have to ask you this question. Did you miss the contact?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think my family is a bit scared after this lockdown period because after a while alone at home, I started to try to run into something, you know, just to get a feel of contact again. But yeah, it's great to be back. Can't wait to take some real contact out on the field.
Willem, so last question just from our side. How excited are you about this new, delayed South Africa rugby season that we're facing?
Look, as players, we are really excited. We've been training a long time just to get out on the field again and to showcase a bit of rugby out to the public. And I think the public are also really hungry for some good rugby.
Definitely. Well, guys, that's another Lions Pride Friday session sponsored by Vox. I hope to see you next week. Remember to go like, share, and join us. Willem, all of the best.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, everyone, to another session of Lions Pride Friday sponsored by Vox. I'm honored to have Ivan van Rooyen, head coach of the Emirates Lions, here with me today. Ivan, welcome.
Yeah, JP, thank you. It's obviously a privilege having you guys here. Welcome to our home. Looking forward to the interview.
Fantastic. So, Ivan, one of the first questions, it's been a long time since you guys actually got back into training. Very recently, you guys started with contact sport again, or contact action. How excited are you and the guys about getting back into the mix?
Obviously, we're really excited. The last 4 months, things did change drastically. So for us, we're just normal human beings that play a bit of rugby. So to have the ability and have the green light to make contact again, it's our first week that we're doing it. So it's almost a case of keeping the boys back a little bit. We've got to go through the paces, got to go get them ready for contact first. Use different ways, different forms of doing it, equipment. So yeah, we're 2-3 weeks away from being ready to rumble.
And being ready to rumble, so this is obviously a unique rugby season for South Africa, right? So, I mean, normally by this time we're looking at doing finals or quarterfinals, semi-finals and so forth, but we're looking at starting early with the rugby season now. What's your input on this special occasion, the first time that we're only playing rugby over this time of the year?
For us, it's exciting. We're a team that believe in challenging systems. We're a team that believe in the adaptability and the ability to change. If I close my eyes, and a lot of us close our eyes, and we think about playing bare feet on the ground, I mean, that was either very early or very warm.
Right.
So for us, it's just a case of we'll probably have to manage the guys a little bit different, change our training week slightly. But playing here at the 3 o'clock or playing here at 5 or 7 o'clock at night, nice and humid, nice and warm. I think it's going to be unbelievably attracting rugby.
And I mean, talking about attractive rugby, you guys have really been putting in a lot of effort to get the guys back, back into the where we were. Now, the guys had to go and train by themselves. Very recently, you guys started with the contact sport. Are you guys geared up for this rugby season?
Again, with the challenges and the guys not being able to train, the one excuse we can't have is having time to get fit. So we were really quite tough and hard on the guys to work on their aerobic fitness and the individual fitness over the time we were off. And once we got back, we really focused hard on our anaerobic and rugby specific fitness. And now that we're allowed to make contact, it's going to take us about 3 weeks, which apparently the first game is going to be there. So we will be ready. The boys are looking fit and lean and excited. So we're looking forward to the challenge.
Well, I'm glad they look fit and lean. I unfortunately can't say the same. But on a different note there, Ivan, is you guys have really gotten a lot of new players and a lot of old players joining back the group. Now, have they settled in with everything that's been going on over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a different medical protocol. So normally when guys enter from outside, it takes them about 2 to 3 weeks just to join team training. So yeah, everyone that joined us is training with us, getting used to how we're doing things, getting used to our weekly program. Also, it's a little bit different than other places. What I'm liking about them, they're already making a difference. They're already putting a bit of input in. Not scared to give them opinion. So I think there's 6 or 7 new guys, and it's really been refreshing to have them with us.
Well, that's great news. I mean, my last question that I want to end off is, I think it's been difficult for everyone over the last couple of weeks, months, to especially from head coaches, from managers, from CEOs, to motivate a team when you can't actually get that physical engagement. So from my side, and I think everyone's question is, how did you go about making sure that the guys are motivated, and especially the new players that's joined the team now? How did they get motivated? You haven't really worked with them, or some of you've worked with, but how did you go about motivation?
JP, we made a decision that early on when lockdown started, we felt that, first of all, let's be honest, our season wasn't great up to then. So there was a lot of things we could have fixed. There's a lot of off the field and on the field stuff that we felt we had to work with. So we had, on average, 3 to 4 team meetings every week via Zoom. Wow. in the lockdown time. And we try to stick to our normal program. So on a Monday, we talked about tactics and conditioning. On a Tuesday, we spoke about attack. On a Thursday, defense. And then on Friday, we had a special 2-hour team culture session where we really dealt with 1 or 2 things we felt we could improve on. Set the trend of what we want and where we want to go. And because we did that, I really felt that the moment when we could start here, day one, the groundwork was done for that. So today we had a 20-minute session on leadership with the guys. What does it mean to be a leader? What is a leader? Do's and don'ts of leadership. And not saying to be the head coach or to be the captain, but saying between 2 or 3 different people. What does it look like to be a leader, to take responsibility, to care about other people? So for us, it's important to be good human beings, and as a good human being, also then play decent rugby. So I think it's, especially in these times, it's such strange times. No one knows exactly what's going to happen. Is by being myself, knowing who I am, and helping people around me, I think we'll get through this anyway.
You actually got me so hyped up at this stage, right? So I think that's probably the best question that I could have ended off, Evan. I want to thank you for this. I want to thank you for the time that you spent with us here. I'm sure if you're going to give those speeches to your team, we're in for a very exciting season with the rugby that's going on. So just from my side and from the Vox side, I want to thank you guys. We're very excited about the Lions family. That is another session for Lions Pride Friday, sponsored by Vox. Checking you out next week.
Lions Pride Fridays here at Emirates Airline Park. We're with Cash, the head coach of the Lions team, and we've heard all the serious things about the Lions team, and we know that they've got new players and they've got the old players that have come back. Cash, I want the scoop, I want the details. How do you join a new team in this COVID times? How do you do a team building? How do you welcome them into the squad? And are there any funny characters that you can tell us about?
Lance, I don't think there's any normal, like you call normal people here. So what I mean with that is first of all, we must understand that they are high performance athletes.
Yep.
So that means that they're a little bit skewed anyway. So if you don't bring in fun and you don't bring in a bit of laughter and a bit of banter, then it's very easy to get too serious.
Yeah.
So if I can start with the coaches, Sean apparently is like a Michelin chef, according to him.
Okay, according to him.
Yeah,
okay.
according to him. Always talks about all these nice dishes. So we're going to have a bunny chow on Friday. So we're going to test that one out.
Okay.
So Sean is a great organizer. So he organizes all these funny things for us. Warren is in a serious muscle building phase. He's losing it quite rapidly at this stage. He's looking like a halfback at this stage. So no, the boys are giving him quite a bit of shots on that. Yeah, and then player-wise, having experience like Willem and Yanni, even the quieter ones from the new guys, Jakob Visagie, Vian Herbs, Ron Dreyer, they're all great characters.
Yeah.
Traditionally, the tight forwards are the quiet, naughty ones.
Yeah.
When they get quiet and naughty, you gotta be
get
ready
worried.
for them because anything is possible. So now having guys like that in the team room, that's not afraid to crack a joke,
Yeah.
but also not afraid to crack the whip when we need to.
When you need to. Okay.
And then the most important thing for us is to get the juniors going, to really get them inclusive into our group. So no, we start the day with always with a bit of banter. We've got one or two designated jokers that's supposed to tell us a joke every now and then. We play a bit of music, specific music, so we get playlists from players. Again, Sean Erasmus is up there. He thinks his 80s and 70s and 90s music are there.
So he's the resident DJ from way back when.
100%. The majority of music that he's playing, they weren't even born when for the music that he's playing. So no, I mean, I think that's what's nice about us. We've got players that's 20 years old and we've got players that's 38 years old.
That's awesome.
We've got coaches that's 42 and we've got coaches that's 28 years old. So there's a nice spread, nice variety. There's an awesome energy and enthusiasm in the group, and identifying that small moments where we can make the joke and where we can still be humans is quite important for us.
So that's one thing the Lions isn't lacking is gees, is what you're telling us.
Yep, especially in these desperate times, we realize that if we don't bring the gears, then we won't probably play the rugby that we want to play. We don't think we can make a difference outside like we want to. So we're big currently on culture and gears.
Well, thank you so much for chatting to me. Well, you know what? We unfortunately can't be in the stadiums with you to bring gees to the stadium, but I mean, thank you for giving us the time to chat about the team and letting us know how things are going with you guys. And we look forward to the season and we're wishing you well. I mean, what can we do? We're going to get a win out of this, hey?
Thanks, Lance. We will. Thanks.
There you go. That's Catch, the head coach of the Lions rugby team. Guys, Lions Pride Fridays, every Friday, brought to you by Vox Telecoms. We'll catch you next week, same time, same place. Keep well.